tools here we got to deal with. First thing we got to do is bend this sprocket the correct direction too. Okay, so this is our outer side. We need to bend it that way here. I need to go that direction with it. So that means that needs to go down. Now we don't want to bend it right at the hole or this hole. We want to bend it right in the middle. So we got to put it right in the middle. A piece of plate right here I want to bend on that plate. Put our big block up here to make sure it doesn't move. Okay, it's going to probably want to bend at this hole, but I'll at least try to attempt to do it not at that hole. But it probably will bend to the hole because that's the weak spot. A little tension on it. And, oops, appears to be bent. Oh, it bent right at the hole. What a shocker. I am actually shocked that it bent at the hole. It bent, actually bent right next to the hole. Bent right there. So it bent down quite a bit. Probably more than I needed to. We don't know. We need 1/8 of an inch. I think we got more than 1/8 of an inch. I'm pretty sure there's more than 1/8 of an inch. We just bent that sucker. So, what we do is we put it over here and we go, how much do we bend it? What you're looking at there, let's see what we're looking at. It appears we bent it about 3/16 of an inch, so a little more than 1/8. So that might be right, because the time you're way out here, you want 1/8 here, you got to bend it out quite a bit here, so that might be close. We're going to try that, see what happens. We had about 3/8 of an inch to the fender, so that should still be good. If you don't like it, just kind of go like that. And it'll change it. Yeah, I got about 1/8 of an inch now. Okay, precision adjustment. Okay, that was relatively easily and painless. Now for the fun part. We get to see if we cut our fingers off on the bandsaw. The bandsaw, dangerous. Good place to hurt yourself. Don't do that. Okay, this one here looks like it's bending toward this direction. On a flat surface and go, oh, it looks like it's bent in that direction. Got this big chip here though, so it's kind of masking how much the air is. Yeah, the chip doesn't want to come off. But that's how much it's bent, is that chip. So I'm going to take this on top of this surface here, and we're going to go ahead and mark it. Precision markings. It's marked. I'm going to cut it off without cutting our fingers off. So I have this leftover airplane crankcase piece I use for pushing with here. And if you push with this instead of your fingers, when that jams into the bandsaw blade, it doesn't hurt my fingers. If you didn't do it that way, you might cut a finger off. Oops, I didn't cut my finger off. Very important, do not cut your finger off. Appears to be the same height. This here's an extra piece. We don't need it. Alright. One step closer. Is this going to be an 8-hour job or only a 7-hour job making an exhaust bracket for an Indian? It's very cost effective. Okay, so this is a milling machine over here. We were milling something here earlier. It might have resembled an exhaust bracket. Like this. Yeah, over here. Okay, this here might resemble a piece we're working on once. Okay, I'm going to go grind the burrs off there. Let's get a flat surface. Okay, so now I'm going to put this in our vise. I just happened to have this all set up earlier. Close enough. Okay, now we're going to have to put these holes in here. Right like that. Now I didn't look is to see where the holes are on the bike. So let's go back out there and double check the location of the hole pattern. Is it on center or is it off center like everything else in this bike seems to be? It looks like the hole pattern is slightly off center. So about how far off is that? It's hard to read it from here, but I'm guessing it's about 5/8 of an inch would be close. So that is a ½ inch. Yeah, it's pretty close to 5/8 of an inch. Alright. So that means it's probably not on center. Unless this is 1.25 inches. No, this is 1.5 inches. So 5/8 is going to put it in a different spot. So you have to come over 5/8 of an inch. And put this sucker in that position there. So it'll be a little bit off center. What a shocker. It's off center on this bike. I can't believe it. Okay. We're not doing any milling right now. Contact. In. Puts us right there. Wherever that hole is. Looks pretty even, maybe a little bit too much. Back it off a little bit. Could be closer, a little bit further. 15 thou adjustment. splitting hairs. 12th now. Okay. So that's going to be our 0 point for our first hole. Very important. Super precision is a spacer, you know. So we have a little bit of gap here, and a little bit of gap here, and we go the other because we got clearance in here, see? So that's how you equalize that. Now we got to get our 700. We got about a 5/8 offset we got to deal with over here. So I'm not sure exactly what that is just now, so we're going to have to figure that out. So usually what I do is I just kind of go over here to the edge, right there, turn that on, get this stupid thing out of my elbows, bang into it. We put this right on this line by eyeball. Adjust it back and forth until it looks like it's centered. Looks pretty close to me. You zero this one out. You move it in 625, so that's 5/8. Split hairs, right on the money. 4/10 accuracy, obviously. A little dimple. Come back and measure it. See if it looks like it's 625 or not. No, we don't have the edge to push against. Thought we did. It looks pretty close. I think we can go a little bit further than we are, but it's close. Pretty close. So I think we'll go, I get an extra 10. What the hell? We'll make it fat on that side. Okay, and then the other side is not quite 7/8 probably because we cheated. So we got 5/8 there, and we got about 7/8 over here, which is about, looks like about 850. I'm gonna go out here and check our numbers out here on the bike.